there's a lot to your question. I don't believe that even though sovereignty was contested at the birth of the nation state in this period of time that you've described, I think that the notion of sovereignty that I'm trying to evoke is much broader than just that contested period when liberalism was emerging out of the notion of the contract and the birth of consent in that social experiment. I think there's something deeper and persistent in this notion of sovereignty as the embodiment of the transcendent, if you will. It's something I'm trying to push back against, a thinner notion of secularism in which the sacred is always pushing through. The sacred is throughout history causing disruptions. I started with the early modern period. It's not to say that this is a universal idea that the king's two bodies somehow assumes its representation in the early modern emblem. Of course it's contested. I'm not making any claims to universality in that respect. What I am trying to say is that we've never been as secular as some have said, and one reason in support of that claim is that, yes, the sacred has always been breaking through in history in various forms, and these are the forms that we're familiar with from early modernity to late modernity. And it's another way of thinking that secular culture is really not rationalist culture in the way the early modern Cartesian framework has led us to believe. It's always been punctured by these kinds of disruptive events that I've tried to illustrate in these 5 images. It's not to say that there weren't contested views that would try to reduce law to a positivist framework or some hybrid of that. I don't know if that addressed